one day somebody does something unspeakable to someone else, to someone you hardly knew, and you do something about it because you can.
Because it's who you are. And you've always been.
The story is brought to us from CBS News. Out of Colorado, we're going to Colorado, where a police officer has been charged with sexually assaulting a woman who said she was incapable of giving consent. And then he texted her the day after the alleged incident. He said, "God is very upset with me the way I acted." I guess so. That's according to an arrest affidavit. Now, Commerce City police officer Michael Glenn Parker out of Commerce City, Colorado, was arrested in connection with the alleged October 2023 incident at his Fort Lupton home. He has been charged with felony sexual assault on a victim incapable of giving consent. His attorney did not respond to a phone or electronic inquiry from CBS News Colorado, and he's been placed on administrative leave without pay. So he's not getting paid. Now, according to the arrest affidavit, Parker and an identified woman first connected on the dating app Hinge. Hinge. It hinges on if we get together, if we the the woman came to Colorado last October to visit a friend and agreed to meet Parker at a bar. The woman's friend told police they had shots at the bar, and the friend suggested the officer could have drugged her friend at some point. When it was time to leave, he offered to give them a ride to the friend's home, but instead he drove the two women to his home in Fort Lupton, 40 minutes away. He later texted and said, "And that's my fault. I just didn't want the night to end with you. That's all. I didn't want a night to end. I was having so much fun with a woman." At Parker's home, his alleged victim said she did not remember walking around. The last memory, she said, is being in Michael's room, laying on his bed, and they were having sex. She said, "I barely remembered it." The next day, she said she hurt down there and she might have had sex but wasn't completely positive. The woman underwent a rape examination and provided a sample to be tested for drug facilitated sexual assault, according to the Fort Lupton police arrest affidavit. And then the officer texted her and said, "I felt we clicked." Yeah, just like a seatbelt. During the text exchange, the woman confronted Parker about what happened, saying she thought they had sex for a minute but don't really remember. She asked if he used a condom, and he said, "No, we didn't. I'm praying that God will touch your heart enough to forgive me and let us move past this. I'm so sorry for everything. Move past this. I really want to date you." This is a cop. This is a guy that's out there that can arrest people, handcuff them, and put them helplessly in the back of a police car. And of course, it goes back and forth with the conversation. She says, "I wasn't coherent enough to remember anything. You just admitted to rape. You literally admitted we had sex and I didn't agree to it." He says, "I swear to God, I didn't do that to you. I swear on my daughter's life, I am not that person. I would never, ever in my life do that to someone, but you did." And then he goes on, he's swearing to God, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it. I know." He was released from the Weld County Jail on a $25,000 bond, and he's due in court next month. Now, it talks a little bit about a couple people that also were raped that come forward and testify about some things. Yeah, so it talks a little bit here about date rape. But the bottom line, I mean, the thing to look at here is here's a cop, a guy, like I said, who has the power and the authority to put handcuffs on you and put you in the back of his police car, and he can drive you to wherever he wants with you handcuffed. He's got a gun, probably got a baton. This dude's whack. What's going on? in Colorado.